Welcome back to Pros That Eat, and today I've got an interesting show for you all. We are going to take a look at some few clips from this content creator named Snewj. Have y'all ever seen his clips? They are so interesting. He goes around the country and he basically asks millionaires, very wealthy people, what do they do for a living? How did they get in their position? So we can learn some wisdom and some tips on how they were able to grow to great success. I love that show. And so anyways, today he asked millionaires who were they voting for. And he went to two locations. One location was Beverly Hills, California, and the other one was Orange County. So these are two different demographics of people, but both of them are so interesting in what you find. And I'm gonna tell you, you don't see this kind of content on mainstream media. A lot of times when they show you who's voting for either party, it is very extreme, right? You either see for Trump a lot of rednecks and they always look disgruntled and they look all crazy. That's what they show you, right? Or for Democrats, they show you a lot of I don't know, alphabet soup community, and they show you a lot of that type side. So I think it's really important that we get balanced approaches, that we get a balanced view so we can see exactly, you know, not the polar extremes, but what everyday people really feel and why they are voting for who they are voting for. And you're not going to see this on CNN, Fox News, NBC. So let's take a look. I'm so glad. Shout out to Snewj because this was excellent and I enjoyed it so much. And as we watch the show, we'll just cut in and out so I can give you all my reaction, of course. But let's get started. Take a look.
We are in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles, Rodeo Drive, bougie ass place, right? Hella rich people. We're gonna ask these wealthy folks who they're voting for president, how they got rich, how much money they make, and how can we be as rich as them. How you guys doing? I'm Snewj. Rob. Cherie, nice to meet you guys. What do you guys do for work?
I work at a bank.
You work at a bank as what position?
CFO.
And how about you?
I own a CPA firm.
So how long you guys been doing that for?
30 years.
20 years.
20 years? You both like it?
Yeah.
How much can one make in your position best year?
You can make $200,000 to $500,000.
Okay, how about you?
500,000 to 700,000.
Now, how do you guys get to your positions? Did you have to go to school?
Yes.
Did you, like both of you guys went to school?
Yes.
Okay, and then is it kind of like work your way up, join the right company, and then start your own thing? Is that?
That's
hard work.
That's what you did? Okay, how about you?
Started at entry level, a small bank, went to a large bank, got experience, and then went back to a small bank.
Got you. Okay, now last question. Who are you guys voting for?
Trump.
Trump, okay, Trump. Why Trump, so that people can understand?
For my position in the banking industry, it's a lot about the regulatory environment. And when he was in before, for every new regulation the government put out, his policy was they tried to cut 2 regulations.
I see.
So my industry is probably the second most regulated industry in the United States, banking and finance.
Okay.
And that's huge. Democrats are in office, right or wrong, there's more regulatory burden on banks. So from a small bank, which compares to small business, when your gross revenues $3 million a year and your audit burden is 6 figures, relate that to a small business owner, that's a lot. That impacts not just employees, owners, but also customers.
Definitely. Okay.
Because we do taxes and accounting, and our business is all small businesses. So Republicans and conservatives are for small business.
I see.
Democrats are for big business. Democrats want to basically screw small businesses. Republicans and conservatives are to help small business, capitalism. Democrats are for socialism. So for us, it's all about small business. So we are for Trump because Trump is for capitalism, small businesses, free market. So we don't like Democrats. That's not what we're for. It's not what this country was built on.
How you doing, brother?
Hey,
I'm Snewj. What's your name?
Ted.
Ted. What, are you Filipino? Or?
Yep.
Me too, bro. What do you do for work, man? I saw you pull up in the Lambo. You do something.
I'm in construction.
Construction.
Yeah, we do a lot of commercial, industrial, concrete polishing stuff. But yeah.
So it's your company or?
Yeah, I have a couple partners. We also do like real estate.
Okay, cool. How long have you been doing that for?
Construction?
Yeah. And owning that.
Years.
20 plus years.
Yeah.
Wow. How old are you?
I'm 44, man.
What the? I thought this guy was like 31. What the? That's not Filipino genetics. How much can one make per year doing that?
50 mil.
50 mil? Now, how does one even get into that position, like making 50 mil, owning a construction company? How did you do it? Did you have to go to school? Did you join the meet the right
it's
people?
Actually me and my brother. We actually have, it's me and my brother. He did business, I did accounting, so we partnered up. We have actually another partner. But yeah.
Did you guys have to have any money down, or how did you
we actually worked out of our, we were building a house, so we were working out of our apartment.
So it started with building one house.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, actually our office was our apartment.
Okay.
And then we turned our living room into an office.
So when you got the first client, or what was like the first big job? How did that even?
No, we started doing public works jobs. So we just bid like all schools throughout California.
And what was the big break? Like to turn the corner where you're like, okay, now we're gonna start making money.
You know what? We just kept our overhead low. We didn't take pay. We didn't take any pay. We just got like whatever we needed in the very beginning, and then we just busted ass, and pretty much that's it.
No, I feel it. Now, last question. Who do you want the president of the United States to be?
Trump, baby.
Trump? That's who you're voting for?
Yeah. For sure.
Tell people why Trump.
Everybody has their own position in it. It's like, I think it's whoever benefits, whichever one benefits you the most, and I think Trump benefits me and my family, so that's why I'm voting. The country is a big, huge business, and I think being a businessman, he knows how to run it.
Helps a lot. All right, how you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
I'm Snewj.
I'm
Melody.
I'm Gio.
Gio, nice to meet you. What do you do for a living?
I do real estate investments.
Okay. How long?
I think I bought my first home when I was 17.
17. Now how old are you now? Like 31?
44.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, what's the secret to your skincare regimen? Water, that's it?
That's it.
Nothing else?
Water. It's all water.
Now, how much can one make per year doing what you do? Like, what was like maybe your best year, you would say?
My best year was probably like 1.5.
1.5? Now, how did you get there, though?
Honestly, the first thing I did was get a job at McDonald's. And I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do. And that motivated me to push myself.
That's how I gotta be sometimes.
Yeah, you talk to entrepreneurs. I would ask them, hey, what do you do? And I would just hear people out.
Oh, so McDonald's was the gateway.
It was the gateway.
But you utilized it as a tool instead of just like, oh, let me just work. So you just, okay, so then you met somebody, like a customer?
No, I started thinking, I was like, well, how can I make the most amount of money in the shortest period of time? And then I started weighing my options. You know, I figured real estate has collateral. If I do like stock investments, you know, there's not always a collateral there to back you up.
Yeah.
So either way, at least in worst case, I'll make my money back up.
Right.
So that's how I got it.
So that's how okay, for sure. Now, last question. Who are you guys voting for? Sir.
I'm gonna go for Trump.
Trump? Okay. Okay.
She just came to the country, so
okay.
she's still getting acquainted.
Okay, no worries. So Trump, why? So that people can understand.
Well, I mean, he's a businessman, and he's looking for ways to improve the economy in this country. And as a business owner myself, I want to align myself with the right people for a business mentality politician.
I feel
That's the main reason.
What's up, man? What's your name?
What's up? Alberto.
Alberto, nice to meet you. What do you do for work? How do you make money?
I work in retail, actually.
Okay, what do you do?
I'm a salesperson.
And are you allowed to say the brand, the company?
No.
Is it luxury? Is it
luxury.
Oh, yeah, luxury. How much can one make per year doing what you do?
Anywhere between 100 to 50K. 150K.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
So 6 figures for sure.
Yep.
Okay, then it must be like a real luxury, high end. Okay, for sure. Now, how did you get into that position? Did you just apply, entry, and then work your way up, or how's that work?
Pretty much. I have 15 years of experience.
Prior?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So you build up your resume and...
Experience. Okay. So did you have to go to school for that?
Nope.
Okay, so no school, and just no college, 6 figures a year. It's pretty damn good.
Yep.
Last question. Who are you voting for?
Who am I voting for?
Who are you voting for? Who's going to be the president of the U.S. of A?
I'm going to go ahead and say Kamala.
Kamala.
Yep.
Why Kamala? So the people can understand.
I'm going to choose Kamala just because from what I've heard of, she believes what I believe. So, you know, I'm a Mexican American. Trump doesn't support Mexicans, so that's what it is.
I think that's really interesting because he's saying, yeah, I would vote for Kamala, but I really don't know much about her. I only know what I've been told, and that is a dangerous position to be in, right? But that's where I'm so sorry to say, that's where so many of the Democrats are falling. They are relying on someone else to feed them information. Let's keep watching.
How you doing, sir? I'm Snewj.
Good. Hi.
What's your name?
Larry.
Larry, nice to meet you.
Nice
What
to
do
meet you.
what do you do for work? How do you make your money?
I work for a public real estate company.
Public?
B2B, yeah.
What kind of company?
B2B.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
E-commerce.
yeah.
Are you able to say like what it is exactly?
Yeah, help people to transact, trade furniture, those kind of big and bulky stuff.
Oh, okay. So you work for them or you own it or?
I own it.
Oh, you own it. Okay,
Yeah.
how long you been doing that for?
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
How much can one make per year doing that? Best year?
I'm a founder.
Best year?
Last year, 94 million.
94 mil. So he's the real deal, huh? Now, how does one even become a founder of something like that? Did you go to school for that or no?
Yeah, I went to business school. Yeah.
Okay, so you went to business school. Then after business school, how did you like start that company exactly?
I started a company for we do software outsourcing.
Software outsourcing. Okay.
Japan,
Okay.
And, it didn't make it and pivot to e-commerce later.
E-commerce. Okay, nice. And like, did you like? Is it like joining the right partners and investors, or how to?
Yeah, we got investors, venture capitalists invested in us on day one, but
Okay.
we gradually have more of those until we got the publicly listed.
See, now, do you have any advice to like the aspiring entrepreneur to get to your position one day?
Oh,
To make 96 mil? That's crazy.
yeah, I think. Yeah, it's just difficult. It's
Yeah, of
not
course.
really for everyone.
Yeah.
And you need everything, including hard working and the vision and sometimes the luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Now, last question. Are you here in the U.S. now?
Yeah.
Who are you voting for?
Yeah, I just feel no offending to those Democratic, but I just don't feel that they're using the tax we paid, wisely. They waste a lot of those.
The Democratic Party?
Yeah.
Okay, so you feel like the Republican will get us back to that?
They have a better idea about the business, how to use money. Yeah, that's my impression.
Okay, how you doing, sir?
Good, sir.
I'm Snewj. What's your name?
Mohammed.
Mohammed. What do you do for a living?
I have a small business.
Small business? What kind of business is it?
Jewelry.
Jewelry. Is it here?
Yeah.
U.S.?
Yeah.
How much can one make per year doing that best year?
Like 45 to 70 million.
40? That's not a small business.
Yes.
45 to 70. Now, how did you start this jewelry business in the beginning?
Oh man, I gonna very hard work. Like
So how old were you when you started?
That time my age is like 22.
22, and you're now 30, right?
Yeah. No, 54.
So you started 22.
Yeah.
And did you need any money down, or how did you start?
I starting a small business like sunglasses.
Oh, so sunglasses first.
Yeah.
Name brand or no name brand?
No.
Okay, so then,
Brand.
and then after the sunglass, what
After
happened?
sunglass, I have a gas station.
Gas station? Okay, did you need money down for that?
No, this like a.
Smaller gas station?
Yeah.
How much?
This is I got it the lease.
Lease.
You don't need the down nothing.
And you can make money from a lease?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So then after that, you save money.
And I opened the jewelry.
The jewelry.
I have a fourth business right now, fourth jewelry store.
Oh my gosh. Who are you voting for?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Why? So that people could understand.
Because that time I'm Republican, Democratic, but no more.
After Biden, you're no more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, no, you fooled me once, never twice. I love it. No.
Okay.
Because we're gonna pay too much taxes.
Pay too much
We're
taxes.
gonna hard work. We pay a lot of money, and without paper, they're gonna enjoy here. We are suffering.
So you don't want America to suffer, is what you're saying.
Border cross, a lot of people coming, and they got the medical everything free.
Oh.
I have like a lot of thing. It's very good, but no more.
Yeah.
I don't want it. Biden coming again.
Okay. So Trump.
Yeah.
But okay. So I know Biden, but how about Trump? Why Trump?
Because when he's coming, that time business is very good.
Okay. Yeah. So business was good.
Okay, so on this next clip, we see this young black man tell the reason why he's voting for Kamala, and he says basically because she's black and we've had 300 years of, I don't know what he's referring to, and you could just see the look on Snew's face like, oh, this is so embarrassing, right? You could just see his heart just like wither within inside of him, because it's one thing for you to want to throw your vote her way, but at least have an educated, well-informed view. And sadly, like I said before, most people who are voting for Kamala is because she's black and she's a woman, and they're just solely, you know, throwing her vote based on identity politics because that's who they can relate to. Not about what she's going to do, how she's going to make the country better, just simply that, hey, she's black. And hey, it's better than the alternative. Y'all, we got to do better.
How you doing? I'm Snewj.
Snewj.
What's your name?
What up, Son?
Son? Nice to meet you.
Oh, man, Stacks.
Stacks, nice to meet you. What do you guys do for a living?
I'm in production.
Production, okay.
Yeah.
Like music production?
Oh, no, like lighting.
Oh, okay, lighting. Okay, how about you?
Multimedia production.
Okay, nice. Now, how long you guys been doing it for?
I would say, what, 5 years?
5 years?
Yeah.
You guys like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
100%.
Nice. How much can one make per year doing what you guys do?
350, 400.
Pretty good.
You know, in a year.
Nice,
For
yeah.
Sure.
How about you?
Yeah, man, shit, it's limitless, man. It's really, it depends on you.
Like 6 figures or so?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, for
Easy.
sure.
Yeah.
Now, how does one get into that that type of career? Like, what did you guys have to do? Is it like meeting the right people, or just applying in that kind of company, or?
It's a little bit of meeting the right people and just putting yourself in that position.
Is that what you did?
You know, yeah, 100%.
Okay,
just
for
meeting
sure.
the right people, having the right work ethic, I would say.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just willing to take that next step, you know?
Okay, yeah,
going
absolutely.
above, over, and beyond. You know what I mean, for the jobs at hand, because they say don't prepare for the job you have. I mean, don't settle for the job you have, prepare for the job you want. You know?
Ooh, okay.
So,
first time I heard that one. I like that. How about you?
Yeah, man. Nah, man, you know, you just gotta pursue what you want, do what you gotta do, you know. If it turns into a hobby, whatever you like to do, whatever you spend your money on, that's what you pursue.
Of course, yeah. Now, last question. Who are you guys voting for the president of the USA?
Both of them smoking crack right now.
If you had to pick, both of y'all.
Trump.
Okay, we got Trump over here.
Trump.
you know what? I'm gonna go with Camilla for sure.
Camilla?
Yeah,
Okay.
and she's black, so fuck it.
Okay. So tell the reason why Camilla, and then you say why Trump.
I'm gonna say Camilla because she's black. I'm gonna just go with that, yo. I feel like we should be prejudiced as black people, you know what I mean? Like, yo, go for yours. You know, it's been 300 years, it's been against your ass. Go for it.
How are you? Why Trump?
Shit, pro Bitcoin and guns, man. You know what I'm saying? Make America great again. That's it, man. We know we on it. You gotta show the world who's in charge again.
Yes, as we see, most of the people that, what I'm noticing, who are voting for Trump, they actually know policy, legislation. They know why they want to vote for Trump and why they don't want to vote for Kamala. But those who are voting for Vice President Kamala to be the next president, they're throwing their vote that way. When asked why do you want her to win, it's often tied back to, well, she's a woman, or she's black, or black and a woman, but it's never tied to any type of real substance. This is just what I'm seeing so far, okay? So we'll keep watching, because maybe, just maybe, somebody will be able to give a valid, legit reason on why they're voting for Kamala. Let's keep watching.
I'm Snewj. What's your name?
Paul.
Paul, nice to meet you. What do you do for a living?
I own a packaging company.
You own a packaging company? How long you been doing that for?
40 years.
40 years? You like it?
Yeah, 40 years.
What's the most money you made in a single year? Would you say over 10 mil?
No.
No?
We're not that big.
Right, 5 mil?
Yeah.
5 mil? Okay. How does one get into your position to make that type of money, own a packaging company? How did you start off?
Spent 7 years in consumer sales. I was involved they were consumer goods companies.
Okay.
And I ended up, I worked for companies that turned people over, created a lot of opportunity. I worked my way up at a young age and got in a pretty responsible position. Then I made a big left turn and started this.
Who are you voting for?
I'm voting for Trump.
Why Trump? So that people can understand.
I'm voting for Trump because I think he gives us the best chance to straighten out our economy and the mindset we have in the country right now.
And any last words of inspiration to the aspiring entrepreneur?
Be honest. Give your customers more than they want.
That's a good one.
And just stay on it. Don't quit. Don't ever quit. Don't quit. Just stay up focused and keep your eyes open. Think on your feet. Look for new opportunities. And when you see them, grab them.
What's up? What's your name?
Brody, what up?
I'm Snewj. What's your name?
Snewj Brody.
Brody. I thought you were saying Brody. What up?
No,
okay,
man,
for sure.
Brody, yeah.
Okay, that's cool, bro. For real? That's your name? Okay. What do you do for a living, Brody?
We have a hemp cannabis business. I'm commercial real estate. I have an office right over here.
Okay.
Cushman & Wakefield.
Okay.
And then, We flip homes in Detroit, and then we also acquire homes for rentals.
What was your best year in terms of revenue with everything combined?
Probably in total revenue between all the businesses, we're at like a 2.5 million.
Nice. Now, how does one get to the point where you're at right now?
I think it's just start things. You gotta start stuff. You gotta run it and then see if it works. If you like it, if you don't like it, and then do it again. Iterate. And like what you start with is usually not what you're gonna end with, right? It might be a completely different field, completely different project, but yeah, it's just doing it.
What did you do to get to this position?
I mean,
in a nutshell.
I started training people, right? Okay. So personal training, and then like went from doing that to opening up a CBD business. So we started doing that. We did that online. We did it with influencers. We first month we launched, we made...
So the training funded the CBD business?
It did.
Okay.
And then the CBD business kind of just rolled into other things, and then we got acquired.
Last question. Who are you voting for?
I don't know, dude.
If you had to pick.
If I had to pick, I'd probably do JFK, just because he's an interesting party. I think Trump would help with business, but also he's chaos. And then, I mean, Biden's out, Kamala Harris, not really my vibe, but I would do JFK.
So yeah, he said that he would be willing to vote for RFK, and you know, now that RFK has switched allegiance and he is out of the campaign and he is now endorsing Donald Trump, I think there are going to be a lot of people that are going to swing Trump's way. So I think that's interesting. I would love to know what his perspective is now, right?
Any last words of inspiration to the aspiring entrepreneur out there that wants to be in your shoes one day?
Yeah, just do it. Go. Don't be scared. Fear is what holds you back. If you just go, then like it's gonna work out. Sometimes you fail, but if you don't fail, you can't succeed.
All right, boys and girls, we are live with, what's your name, sir?
Armand.
Yeah, it's
nice to meet you.
Okay. I actually know this guy, but I just ran into him right now. Very successful human being. What do you do for a living?
I'm a personal trainer. I'm the owner of Self-Made Training Facility Costa Mesa, and I just started my own apparel company.
Oh, what? So you do a lot of things, huh?
Yeah, I do a couple things.
So personal trainer, and you own the gym that you personal train at?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my second home.
How long you been doing it for? Like everything?
Personal training, probably 10 years. It's only the second job I had. I used to be a pizza boy. I had that job for a while, and then I just graduated to personal training and chasing the career that I loved. And then, yeah, it's been 10 years, and I've been owning the gym for about a year and a half now.
What was like your guys' best year? Well, everything combined.
Well, every trainer at our gym, they make around 20K a month, different than what you're used to seeing at commercial gyms, but the business is a 7-figure business.
Okay, now how does one get to that position to, you know, be an owner of a gym like that produces those type of results? How did you get to that position?
Well, I had a coach, and when I started to get trained by him, because I was in the sport of bodybuilding, I realized this is something that I love doing. And I began personal training at Gold's Gym. Okay. I worked my way up there. I had a reputation there. I had many transformations. And again, loved what I do, and people saw that. And then COVID happened, and it was a blessing in disguise, and it helped me migrate into being an independent trainer. That's where I got pushed to Self-Made. I found the gym where you could train privately, and the clients that I was working with, they wanted to come with me. So I started training there. Then I worked my way up, meeting tons of different people, getting tons of referrals. That's where I met my business partner, Chris. And he's a client of mine and a good friend. And he, asked if, the gym was selling their business. And he asked me, hey, find out if the gym is selling. And if they are, I'll go in on it with you. And
what the?
Yeah,
so that's how you found your partnership right there?
Yeah, so it was a client of mine who saw that I really loved what I was doing and knew what I was doing. And he went on it with me. And from there, we just, bought the gym. So if you guys are in the area of Newport, Costa Mesa, and you're an independent trainer, just want to add that in. I'm always welcoming new trainers who want to really make the big bucks and change people's lives.
You're hiring?
We don't hire, but we take on independent contractors. You're your own boss. You get the keys to the gym, do what you want, train whatever you want, charge what you want. But if you're looking to make some big bucks, DM me.
This is why you guys follow Snewj Knows. You get the connects right here.
Yeah.
For free. Who are you voting for the president of the United States of America?
Okay, look, the thing is, I don't follow politics, nor do I know what's really going on behind the scenes. That's why I really don't know who to vote for.
That's fair.
I think it's a very At least for me, it's a very toxic scene to get into. I just kind of go based off of what's under me and what I'm doing at the moment. I'm a person of creating things, and I want to chase my own ambitions, and politics, unfortunately, is not my avenue. I really don't know who to vote for. That's my true answer.
But if you had to truly pick right now,
I had to truly pick, I mean...
You don't know.
I don't know. If Trump was really helping our economy back then, and if I was following it, I would say, okay, Trump. Now, Kamala, I don't really know too much about her, but it's someone who's different, so why don't we give her a shot too? Like, I really don't know who to vote for.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
What do you do for work?
I'm in the jewelry business
Okay.
in Houston, Texas. We got a few shops around Houston. Supreme Jewelers.
Okay.
We just opened up in Dallas last week.
Okay.
So Parks Mall, Arlington. Shout out Dallas. My boy Riz over there. Instagram Supreme_Jewelers.
So you own this jewelry shop?
Correct, yes.
And you have 2 of them?
We have 6 locations total.
What's the most money you made in a single year?
We've crossed 8 figures.
8 figures?
Yeah,
Wow.
we've crossed 8
That's
figures.
really real deal, huh?
Yeah.
Now, how does one get into your position? Open that many jewelry shops, make 8 figures.
Yeah.
What was the first step?
I got into the game. I worked for somebody, learned the craft, learned the game.
Okay. Because are you young, or how old are you?
28.
28. Okay.
Yeah,
So you're pretty young.
Yeah. So learned the game, learned the business. 4 or 5 years. Started my own little shop.
Okay.
Built it up, reinvested everything. Built a good team around me. You know?
Yeah.
And that's all it is, man.
So how did you get your foot in that door, though? Because
I started working. I worked for somebody. Yeah. I went and got a job.
it was just like random person, or
Random. I walked inside a mall, in Sugar Land, Texas, and I was like, hey, I'm looking for a job. He hired me. It was Christmas time, and that's it.
That's crazy. Are you able to say what shop it was?
It was. It's no longer available.
What was it called back then?
It was called KK Jewelers.
KK Jewelers. So you went to KK Jewelers as a young kid, worked there for 5 years, learned the ropes, and then you're like, you know what, it's time.
Yeah, for sure.
And then from there, it's like you started at 6.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Congrats on your success.
Thank you.
Now, last question.
Yeah.
Who are you voting for?
Trump all the way, man.
Why Trump? For the people, so they can understand.
Trump's good for business. He's good. He has good tax ideas. His tax reforms ending 2025. So I'd hate to see what the Democrats haven't planned to do once his policy ends. We were just living in a much better America the 4 years we were with him, and I feel like we just need a good dramatic change to bring us back into the powerhouse that America is.
What's your name?
Rick.
Rick?
Hi, I'm Melody.
Melody.
Hi.
Nice to meet you guys. What do you both do for work?
I'm a sales manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
For where?
For Brighton Collectibles.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How about you?
Retired.
Retired. What do you do when you weren't retired?
Finance and accounting and entertainment.
Oh, really? Okay. What are you able to say the company or?
A lot of them. Sony Pictures, MGM, Lionsgate.
Oh, dang. So he was in it, huh? He was in it. Okay. First, what was both of your guys' best years individually, financially?
Just under 6 figures.
Just under 6, and then how about you? 6 figures? Okay. Now, how does one get into your shoes, or your position?
Gotta love people, and just really, it's just being a people person. I waitressed, and then I went to college, of course, and had different jobs. But I think just the love of people, and then started at one job and transitioned into another retail job, and then ultimately took on management skills.
So it was kind of like work your way up.
Yeah.
Okay. And how about you? Because you were saying Sony and whatnot. How did you even get into that?
I just fell into it pretty early on in my career, and
How did you just like fall into it though? People want to know,
Well, good question. I was actually working as an assistant controller for a parking lot management company when one of the secretaries in the office had a daughter who worked at MGM, and they told me they were hiring accountants.
So that's how it started. Being at the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
All right. So last
Right
question.
people.
Yeah, right people too. Last question. Who are you guys voting for?
Kamala!
Okay. You? What's the reason for the people to understand?
She's qualified, she's been there. She's had a lot of wealth of experience. It doesn't hurt that, forget about the fact that she's a woman, forget about the fact that she's black. She's just very skilled, she's experienced, and she deserves the opportunity.
For sure. How about you?
Yeah, I just feel the same way. I just can't vote for Trump.
Yeah. Why can't you vote for Trump?
Because I just don't think he's the right person to serve in that office.
Got you.
Lacks integrity, lacks the values that I hold dearly to me, and you want someone in office who you can trust and who you can believe in, and I just don't believe he will serve the country well.
What do you do for work?
I work for a bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your position there?
A private banker.
Okay. How long you been doing it for?
14 years.
14 years. You like it?
Yeah, obviously.
How much can one make per year doing that?
250.
250?
Yeah.
Okay. How does one get there to your position? School or just like entry level job somewhere?
School and kind of work your way up from there.
You did school?
Yeah, I went to school. I got my degree in finance.
Okay, so you got your degree in finance and then you applied where?
My first job was with Merrill Lynch.
There you go. Okay,
Financial
so Merrill Lynch.
advisor, yeah.
Okay, and then that's how you worked your way up.
Uh-huh.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Last question.
Sure.
Who are you voting for? No wrong answer here.
I know. It's no wrong answer. I only have one default. It's Kamala.
Why Kamala?
No other better alternative. I hate to say that.
What's the reasoning, just so people can understand?
Well, it's just that I think we're faced with, how do you say this, two stones that are not the best for everyone. So at this point, you got to take the one that you think is going to do the best and do the least amount of harm. I don't know. I don't think if she was running, she would have been my first choice. But based against her opponent and what I believe going forward, she's got to be it.
So if Biden didn't drop out, would you have stuck with Biden? Or no. Who would you vote for if it wasn't?
It would have been someone independent.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm glad he stepped down.
For sure. Well, thank you so much for your time. What do you do for work?
I'm in high tech.
High tech. What position?
I run sales for a software company.
Okay, how long you been doing that for?
About 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you run it? Like you're
run the region, the Western U.S.
Okay. Now how much can one make in that position this year?
You can make $500,000.
$500,000. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Now, how does one get into that position? What did you do?
It was an evolution.
Really?
Just as technology evolves, I just evolved with it.
Okay.
So, internship with...
After college or?
Yeah.
So you have your degree?
I do.
Okay, so you have your degree in?
IT. Yeah, I got a sales job with a tech company based out of Boston, internship, and did well with them. And yeah, you just graduate through the industry. You put about 4 or 5 years into each company.
Yeah.
As you continue to evolve yourself.
Yeah.
And I found myself where I'm at today.
Yeah, I love that. It was just like a stepping stone each way.
Absolutely.
Last question: who are you voting for?
I'll keep that one to myself.
Okay.
But
who are your top two? That's a better question.
I only have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a guy?
I'll just put it this way. I believe in capitalism.
Oh, okay. I know who it is. Adrian, what do you do for work?
Hairdresser.
Hairdresser. How long you been doing that for?
22 years. I work in Beverly Hills.
Okay, you work in Beverly Hills. What's the most money you made in a single year? Best year? 250. That's pretty damn good. It's really good, actually. Now, how does one get to your position, make that kind of money as a hairdresser? Is it being in the right place, right time, or what did you do exactly?
I think it's training in the right place at the right time.
Okay, so training
and where you work at. Where you can charge the higher prices.
Got you. So it has to be a prestige location for that to happen. Okay. Last question. Who are you voting for?
Still indecisive.
Still indecisive.
I don't want either.
Either. If you had to. Like leaning towards a little bit.
I still have. Honestly,
Trump, Kamala. If you had to pick, 500,000 right now.
I'd say probably Trump.
What do you do for a living?
A federal background investigator.
Oh, really? How long you been doing that for?
7 years.
How much can one make in that position per year?
Up to 6 figures.
6 figures, okay. Yeah. Now, how does one get into that position? You have to go to school, or?
You do not need to go to school, believe it or not. Just Google federal background investigators.
Google it, guys.
There's a lot of different companies, Peraton, Khaki, and go through their website and look for investigators.
And that's how you did it.
That's how I did it. I had a career before this and retired and started a new career. So
oh, wait, so what were you doing before?
I was a correctional counselor for a state prison system.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so you kind of kept it in the same thing. Okay, now, last question. Who are you voting for?
I am voting for Donald Trump.
Okay, why is that?
I just believe in conservative policies, and I thought life was a lot better under his presidency. A lot of people disagree, but that's the way I feel.
How you doing, sir? I'm Snewj. What's your name?
Mike. What's up, Snewj?
What do you do for a living?
I produce TV.
Really?
Yeah.
For how long? How many
Many
years?
years.
Many years?
20 years.
What are some of the stuff that you produce? Shows, TVs, what is it?
I've got a
Movies?
show on Apple TV. I got a show on Fox Soul called Before the Fame with Mike Sherman. I sit down with celebrities, talk about how they became famous.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, what's the most money you made in a single year?
From television or
Yeah.
from other stuff?
Everything combined, just like your best year.
I probably made about $500,000.
$500,000? Okay. Now, how does one get into your shoes? If I want to be a producer like you, make that kind of money.
Just hustle, man.
Hustle.
Just don't take no for an answer.
Your
Just go work for some guy who's a pronoun commodity and just say, I'll work for free.
Is that what you did?
Yeah. Just
how do you
basically-
find that guy?
Just word of mouth. Just go online. Just look, on different job searches and stuff like that.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, last question.
Yeah.
Who are you voting for?
Who am I voting
Yeah.
for? Honestly,
there's no wrong answer.
I'm going for Trump.
Trump?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because this is the truth. It's not because I like him better than anybody else. I just feel that this country needs somebody that don't take any and won't be pushed around. So I got to go with the guy that I believe that will take this country back to where it belongs.
All right.
I think it's so interesting to see the perspective of those who are actually writing checks versus to those who receive checks, because it's a whole different mentality. An entrepreneur versus those who are not. They don't have that business mindset. So it's really interesting to see that perspective versus someone who doesn't have that experience, right? Because it seems to be a very big part of why they are voting for Trump. Again, I did see a couple of people that were able to actually, share their views about why they were voting for Kamala. And while it still leaned on identity politics, it was a lot better than some of the ones that I have seen that just blatantly say, hey, I'm voting for her because she's a black woman.
And one of the big things that I noticed within the video is that I didn't see really anyone talking about their faith, right? It was all about, how it was going to affect their coins, honey. But for me, the reason why I choose to vote for Donald Trump is because the Lord revealed to me years ago that he would be the one that I should cast my vote towards and support and pray for. That's a whole nother story. I've done videos about that, not going over that here. And it's connected to my moral values. I believe in the Word of God. There are certain things that I just cannot align myself with. I'm pro-life. I believe in the sanctity of marriage between a man and a woman. I don't believe in the mutilation of children being able to change their identity. There are some fundamentals that I just don't agree with, right? I see what's going on with our borders, etc., etc., etc. I could sit here all day long and tell you why I choose to vote for Donald Trump. But again, that's my personal belief. What I heard a lot of was really not connected to faith, but more, like I said, connected to the almighty dollar, which, like I said, America's a business. And I do not want Coach Walz, no offense to coaches all over the world, or Kamala Harris, who just don't have that business acuity. Kamala hasn't done a great job with Biden with the 4 years she had. So, what they say about insanity is when you keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. And no, I'm just not willing. Like that guy said, no, I'm not doing it. Fool me once, never twice. So yeah, who are you all voting for? I would love to know. Put it in the comment section.
Or I'm voting for her because I want to see the first woman president, and it's attached to no policy. So at least it was a more balanced approach, and we were able to see a little bit of a different perspective of why people are choosing to vote for Kamala and why people are choosing to vote for Trump. So anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed today's current news, or I don't know if it would be current news, but just today's episode. Thank you for joining me. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe, share, and like. And I'll see you real soon for another prophetic teaching that I will be uploading. It's about the 2 eagles from Ezekiel 18, and it will be powerful. So yeah, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Bye.